So I've had this phone in my possession for about a month, and I've had some pretty mixed feelings about using this phone personally. Main reason is that I use this on the AT&T network. So right now it's on the Straight Talk network because I put my Straight Talk SIM card in here, and I was going to use this as like a backup phone for everything I needed. And I've had some pretty mixed feelings about using the Galaxy S8. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to mention is that the iris scanner wasn't all really that great. And the reason being is that using it at night was really annoying, and I have frequent migraines anyways, and it seemed to cause more headaches, and I would be tending to use the fingerprint sensor a lot. Even then, it was hard to set up using the fingerprint scanner. It just did not feel as smooth, and I would feel like haptic feedback. It's nice that they have haptic feedback, but at the same time, it's not nice that it's not going to get Android 10. Android 10 may not be like a necessary update for most people, as like they're fine just using like older operating system, and even then this operating system is about a year or two old. But at the same time, it would be nice to get updates like Apple, because recording on my iPhone 7 Plus here, I got iOS 14, obviously the beta, because iOS 14 isn't officially out. But it would be practically nice just to get a lot more support for Android phones. And that is a main problem, but hopefully like with as more Android phones come out, and especially with the Android One UI, there is a lot of hope for future Android phones, especially ones like Samsung, who is like a big manufacturer, especially since they're promising even their new phones 2 years of updates, and it's pretty nice. So when I bought this phone, there was already this crack up here as shown in here, but the crack I put in it was this. It was not durable. I mean, it was and it wasn't. So basically what happened is I had taken it to the bathroom because I was getting ready for a shower, and I like to listen to music in the shower, and I had it in between my clothes, and it dropped onto the tile and put this nice lovely crack in there. All of it in itself, it's fine, but I was kind of used to more of the plus size. Even then, coming from like an iPhone 7 Plus to Galaxy S8, I know I could have got the Plus, but this was like $80. So I'm not going to complain, and it does feel premium, obviously, because this was a premium flagship 2 or 3 years ago. It makes sense it would feel premium. Most applications runs fine, but there was some iOS only apps that I had that I couldn't run because I didn't realize that they were iOS only. But like most apps that I use, Snapchat, Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, and Reddit sometimes, but Discord, all these apps that I have, especially since these control my smart lights right here, it worked pretty fine, and it was faster than the iPhone. Especially since battery life was about the same on my iPhone. I thought it was getting, since it had a 3000 milliamp hour battery, I would be getting a better performance, but in all reality, it was decent. Especially since I fully charged this last week, and I intended to do this review about a week or two ago, and upload at least a first impressions video, but I didn't have enough footage for that, and it just got canceled. Well, even then, this battery life is okay. It will get you at least through most of the day, but you're going to need to charge it again. But what was interesting is that family members wasn't getting my messages, and I thought that was pretty odd. especially since I turned off iMessage on my phone, on this phone. Whenever I switched my SIM card over, it automatically turned off iMessage. So I thought it was just pretty odd that even then it wasn't going to this phone right here. I'm back on my iPhone 7 Plus for the recording of this video. But it was nice that it had a wireless charger, but I didn't get to test it out at this time. Video recording, I did take a couple test videos, so let me pull those up. So here's a video I recorded that was gonna go on my main channel, but I decided to scrap it just because it wasn't really that interesting and we didn't really find anything. But this is video recording off of this phone. To do a real exploration on my channel. Sorry, there is a lot of bugs out here, but we have found this house out to the distance that I was standing behind earlier, and the reason why we're wearing face masks, it records in 4K, especially since it's really nice quality, but you do see some like artifacting and some like, especially around my face here. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but there's like some weird blur. But even then, it's like still pretty good. It captured detail really good. Really good quality camera. So, I mean, if you were looking to pick up this phone, I would totally recommend it if you weren't too scared about battery life. You do get a thing called Bixby Vision, which that's the most annoying thing is I've hit this button so many times. Bixby is okay for some tasks. Bixby is okay, but she gets more of a bad rap for not answering quickly, at least in my experience, whenever I needed to answer quickly, because I did try out Bixby just for this certain purpose, to see how bad she really was. And in actuality, she's not a bad assistant. It's just that loading thing. So, like, let me do a test thing here. So, like, hi, Bixby. Hi, Bixby. What is the weather like today? See, and it takes forever, as with Siri and Google, I would get a quick answer. But I will get back to the camera now, but you do get Bixby and AR emoji, which if you look at this, I did create my own AR emoji, and this was the first thing that popped up, and I don't even know what this is about. Okay. It's okay. I just ran out of storage. But that was a nice thing about this is because it had 64 gigabytes of storage. I will show you speaker quality. So I'm just gonna pull up something on Spotify. It doesn't feel as full as the iPhone does, but it does have a lot of bass, and I do admit it's enough where you can hear it, but it's not good quality. But this is something it does have that I miss, is a headphone jack. I might go back to this phone just because it has more storage, and I keep running out of storage on this thing. And but that is my review of this phone. I hope you guys like it, and if you want me to do some more phone reviews, please do like this video, and I will catch you guys later.